glad to have you with us in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Centennial Bank Stadium, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State, and fans have been fired up for this one all day. And boy, do we have a fun one.
Bon, bah je sais pas, j'ai pas le souvenir d'avoir joué là. Hein. Je me souviens pas du tout. Arkansas State. C'est encore plus petit que qui qu'on a joué avant. J'ai déjà oublié contre qui on a joué. Tout petit. Le Centennial Bank Stadium. Ah, c'est facile hein, face à ce genre d'équipe. On voit tout de suite la facilité à passer tranquillement sur un retour. Oh, ils ont une petite cascade. C'est marrant ça. C'est un délire. On peut pas le voir maintenant, mais je vais le voir après. Alors, le petit match-up, comparaison. Ouais, bon, le mien il est plus fort, c'est normal. Hop. Ah, les cascades, qu'est-ce que c'est que ce délire là? On dirait le. Je sais plus dans quel stade de baseball il y a ça. Il y a une espèce de cascade ici avec un autre truc, il y a un aquarium. Mais c'est dans le baseball. Bon, ils se sont tapés un délire. Hein. Cascade, ok. Ah bah des deux côtés du terrain. En fait, les tribunes elles sont même pas pleines. Genre ça intéresse personne. Parce que là on voit il y a des trous là. Ah, par contre sur les côtés c'est blindé hein. L'orchestre est là. Alors, la question que je me pose, c'est où sont mes supporters? Ils sont pas là, non. Je sais pas où sont mes supporters. Hein. On est de la même couleur. Peut-être là. Peut-être là-haut, là. Je pense qu'ils sont là-haut. Le petit panneau d'affichage, là. 7-0. Bon. They're featured, Reese. Like these guys are going to touch the football a lot. These offenses are built to get them the football to make plays. Ouh là 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 là, interception les gars. Je serre un peu le casque. Oh non. Raynor, ok, c'est le quarterback. J'ai déjà oublié le nom de l'équipe qu'on a joué précédemment. Je sais ils ont le même logo que nous. C'est les Gamecocks. Je me souviens plus de quel coin c'est.
So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will get the ball for the first time. And this figures to be just a tremendous matchup of big play receivers, Jesse.
And because of their skills, Reese, you're going to see all types of ways in how they use them, right? They're going to throw it to them, they'll throw screens, they'll get jet sweeps. Get these guys as many touches as you can.
And the good thing is,
On n'a rien gagné.
you're used to. You see this guy in practice every day. Now you're seeing another guy that's elite. Which defense can rise to the challenge and get a few stops and maybe nullify the playmaker?
What?
Pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early.
Faudrait peut-être que je mette mes lunettes.
Business mode mindset.
You got to start fast.
Là,
You gotta
je suis crevé.
cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes,
Ah, je vais pas rendre de ballon, je vais le jouer.
bounce on you and seize momentum.
Je suis motivé.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. They're opening
Voilà, j'ai mis les lunettes.
still in their own territory, going for it.
Hey, petit Stadium Pulse, mon joueur il est déstabilisé.
Throw and pick up the first down.
Oh là 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 là. Quelle honte.
Over in their own end. They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Now they'll try the right side. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the
Quelle
43.
honte.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that
Le mec il était perturbé par le pulse de l'équipe adverse.
Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You know, I love defensive ends that are active and violent with their hands. Great job fundamentally by that DN getting that sack.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here comes the
Bon, on les a bien fait reculer. Hein.
There he goes down again. The Red Wolves line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Fires to the right.
Ah, dommage, ça recule.
And he's brought
Putain,
down.
je le sens le terrain, hein, il est glissant. Hein.
And listen, you get zone coverage.
Les mecs ils tiennent pas en place les gars.
He comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
Ouais, dommage.
A good chunk inside.
Dommage, dommage, dommage.
And they're set up with a first down.
Maïava, il me dit quelque chose lui, le gars de USC. Et le pire c'est que j'allais mettre USC dans le calendrier.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10.
Je suis crevé.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
I like feeding my guy.
Evan Pryor,
Running back touches, feeding the ball so he
qui a fait peut-être 100 yards je crois sur le
set the tone.
match précédent. Oh là là, j'ai fait la passe.
Smack just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it
Ouais.
forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the defense
J'aurais dû faire un petit saut.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on
Bon, ils nous font le remake de Vous ne passerez pas.
him, don't make those contested catches.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Eh, c'est ça, c'est des petits matchs d'entraînement là pour se faire les dents, pour donner du temps de jeu aux petits nouveaux, histoire que tout le monde prend la confiance avant de jouer les gros. Je crois qu'on ne joue même pas encore Texas cette saison. On les a pas joués la saison passée et là on va pas les jouer. On avait joué Texas A&M. Mais pas le Texas de Arch Manning. Ça va être long, je suis crevé, on est encore qu'au premier carton.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw.
Il est pas mal le Raynor là.
With his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
En tout cas, ils n'ont pas de mascotte, hein, je l'ai pas vu. Il a flippé, il a flippé. Il s'est déjà fait saquer 2 fois là. Ah, j'ai pas pu faire ce que je voulais. Je suis crevé. Hein. Bien.
Tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Looking to the big time.
What?
And the pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. A sweet return.
Putain, c'est pas bon ça de faire ça, c'est comme ça.
Second down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Dropping back, it's Rayner.
Ouah, je le rate.
Fires to the big fella. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough.
Et ils vont inscrire leur premier point.
Good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick.
Bloqué. Et non. Pas de premier point pour eux.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After that last kick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Paul, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game.
Il est blessé.
You gotta go out, you gotta call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Bah, il faut que je cours un peu aussi. J'ai oublié de courir. Ah, le mauvais point.
Good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense, forcing it with the assist from the guy.
Getting that push, they pick up a 4 out to the 26.
You know, it's so important for offenses.
Il est pas mal le running back Cross. J'essaierai de regarder des matchs un peu d'équipes de pas très connues, hein, des petites équipes moyennes. On voit pas souvent. Il y a souvent des bons petits joueurs. Hein. La preuve avec Ashton Gentil, bah, c'est un gros joueur, mais qui se retrouverait bizarrement dans une petite, dans un petit marché, on va dire. Skatebou avec Arizona. Même si c'est pas vraiment une petite université à Arizona State. Hein. Bravo. Ils nous ont eu. Attention, full blitz.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top.
Oh, pas loin d'interception.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And remember, he's already had one blocked in this game.
Oh, il le rate. Parfait.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Ça leur fait quand même 2 field goals ratés. Hein. Oh là 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 là. Touchdown pour eux. Hein. Catastrophique le début de match. Ça a l'air un fumble, 2 interceptions. Et un cadeau. Ouais, j'arrête de parler un peu là et je me concentre sur le jeu.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Pryor. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the 1st down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, 1st down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Just a short pass to the tight end. Strong, firm tackle.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Fresh set of downs after the completion. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Makes the grab. It's Caldwell. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Pryor. And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with the pass.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But dude, you put a good drive together. This is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turn.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? Touch pass on the jet sweep. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. And the Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Getting some heat. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown. They forced their opponent to kick a field goal. Nice job.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab. Oh, the ball squirts out. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. To the air on first down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Wants to throw on second down. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Red Wolves are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw it again. They're bringing heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Tempo in overdrive. Back to throw. It's Rayner. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The give to the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Looking at a second and short now. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. A shot toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Jonesboro when that town is buzzing as it is today. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Centennial Bank Stadium.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And the Red Wolves want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Rainer. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. Smashes through the tackle. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and goal. Into the end zone. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it 1 more yard to get it in. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, South Carolina! And the pummeling has started. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. TCU looked less like a pack of frogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in front of its home fans, and today they found a way outside of Carter Stadium. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They go to the ground. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll go to the ground. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Working on the right. Hit the gas, kids, wide open ahead. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Dropping back, it's Rayner. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. So an 82-yard drive there, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Trying to fight their way back into this thing, down 16 and about to kick off. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out there. And now the ball is knocked free. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Caught in the backfield. It's Harden. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They're setting up the screen.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion, whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long, you're going to get the ball back, go get some water and celebrate.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe, as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they like.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on second down. Going to the running game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the first down, but now he's in a situation where third down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they can go out and have success.
Fires to the middle. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll throw it on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's crossed. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Red Wolves are in the red zone. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
You want to have a lot of success on defense, make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a friend.
He's got it on the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Second and goal coming up. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Arkansas State. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down. This is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes a connection. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on first and 10. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Here they come on second and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. They stripped it out. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. To throw, it's Sellers. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. 3 tight ends in the formation on first and 10. Give to the running back. And he is swarmed under a host of
C'est catastrophique le match là de Sellers. Catastrophique. 5e interception.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll go right back to it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops the throw. It's complete to the left. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harden. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll leave it with him. Plunge for the tackle. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down coming up. They'll run play action. Got a man. It's Cross. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Wide out in motion. He's going to look for a man on third and short. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
It is perfect. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Purdue managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around West Lafayette had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Inside the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
They moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Sellers. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Let's it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if they want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The ball pops out, and the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way.
And he made the read off the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football, but, man, you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football, the defense gets the ball back.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense working from the pistol. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man to the left. Got a lot of running room. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Powers forward. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be knocked down. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. After the incompletion on 2nd down, it's 3rd and inches. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Red Wolves will snap it on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. And And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead.
Pass on the way in. It's picked off. Got some room to run. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of the game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Wants to throw on third down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
The defense comes up big time on the fourth down play, trying to get the stop, making sure he doesn't get a first down. The fumble, it's just the icing on the sundae. That's fine. We'll take it. But more importantly, they got the big stop and turnover on downs.
Finds a crease at the 20. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. That's caught. It's Hunt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Throws to the tight end. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Punting on 1st down, but why? A low line drive and not his best work. And he loses the football. Can they catch him? And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10.
Special teams is such a momentum builder. A lot of times you see it change games, and it's so nice when you're a defense and you're about to go on the field. All of a sudden you get a fumble, and now you don't have to go on the field. Man, a great feeling. Hey, offense, you got this. Go take care of it.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll immediately call timeout.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. And they've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Sellers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Touchdown, South Carolina! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not going to...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They'll try to find a more productive play this time on 2nd and long from the 14. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Pressure coming. And they got him for the sack. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.